It actually previously started, I wanted to build a brand in college. I was, being into fashion, into clothing. I started this like other brand, which I won't say the name because it's no longer existing. But, I started that, and like, I just realized it was just like, it was so much work to really start this brand up. I wanted to push it really hard, but like, I just found myself like, you come home from work and you kind of just drained. And like, I'll do it another day. And then, that day comes and you don't do it that day. So that you just keep kind of pushing it aside. So it kind of started with like, doing that brand. And then it was like, okay, but I love the mountains. Like, this is what I want to do. And that's kind of what was getting in the way of that previous brand. Was like, the passion for the mountains. And I just want to, ride all the time and not have to focus on like, sitting by my sewing machine trying to sew some hats or shirts. And I was like, man, I don't want to be doing, like, I love the hands-on stuff and it's fun, but ultimately I just want to, get out and enjoy life. But I still want to do this like brand scenario. I have all these great ideas in my head of like cool styles and like awesome sayings. And, so that's kind of how Average Mountain Guy started, was like, I wanted this brand, but I want to incorporate it into my everyday life. And like, how can I start something that I won't feel bogged down by? And that's kind of how Average Mountain Guys began.
Yeah, and I actually want to commend you there. Like, my background is more in kind of creative and everything, on kind of production. And I've sat down with like a lot of YouTubers and blog posts and podcasters and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that's a really common thing, is you get so invested into this thing and then you start up on the hobby, and that hobby is like what's really calling you. And like, I feel like most people look at that and they're just like, I gotta pick one, instead of saying, maybe let's find the best of both worlds and like pivoting. It's like people want to go down with the ship. But like your case is like a perfect example of kind of finding what's that middle line that you could really walk down and still be happy, and still kind of work towards something.